Hey guys, it's Lainey, and today I'm going to be showing you how I dyed my hair sunset. So this is my current hair color. I just washed it, I shampooed it, I didn't add any conditioner to it because color latches on best when your hair is most porous. I'm using demi-permanent color and hopefully it'll wash out within a couple of months and I can try something new. So the current state of my hair, as you can see, is not super great. I've bleached it several times. In my hair journey, I had a teal color and then I went to a silver, and now I just bleached the silver out and I toned it with a Wella T14, and that's how I got to this color, but I don't feel like it suits me. I really want something bright and vibrant and just like more me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So here are the products that I'll be using. Alright, so closest to my scalp, I'm planning on using this Manic Panic Ultraviolet. And I'm going to do that for the first inch or so of my hair. Next, I'll be using the Iroro Purple. And right now, just looking at these packages, both the Iroro Purple and the Ultraviolet look almost exactly the same. I was hoping to have kind of like a dark, real dark, like blue slash purple slash whatever vibe at the very roots of my hair. So almost like a shadow root where it's like the very darkest color there. So we'll see if that's how it turns out. From the Iroro Purple, we're gonna be going into the Arctic Fox Virgin Pink. Here's that here. And I'll be blending that into the Arctic Fox Sunset Orange. And finally, for the tips of my hair, the color that I'll be using is this Iroro Yellow. So I've never used Iroro products before. I've watched a lot of videos about Iroro and everybody has really great comments. I was having a lot of trouble finding videos from the Iroro Yellow, so if you guys were able to find any, definitely link them down below. Arctic Fox I have used before. I actually had some trouble getting the Arctic Fox Blue out of my hair. It stayed for months and months and would not fade. Ended up having to bleach it out of my hair, so definitely hoping that that is not going to be the case today, but we'll see. So before I mix those colors, I am just going to blow dry my hair. I let it air dry for probably 45 minutes or so right now, so some of the ends are already dry, but just gonna get it totally dry so I have a really nice, really fresh canvas. Usually I would use heat protectant, but just because I want to keep my hair as porous as possible so that way it absorbs more of the color, I'm not going to use that today. And yeah, a little nervous because my hair is pretty damaged right now just because I've been bleaching it so often. I do have some breakage here, so for instance right near my scalp I have some shorter pieces. If I part it here in the middle, you can see like a few little pieces sticking up where it's broken off. So I definitely want to avoid any more breakage. So I'm super happy that I'm using demi-permanent color. The good thing about these colors is that they are very conditioning. Usually it'll make your hair feel a lot better than it did before you started coloring it. So I'm super excited, especially it's kind of like a leave-in treatment. So hopefully it'll make my hair feel a lot better and look a lot better once we're done. But yeah, gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair now, and I will be back to mix the colors afterwards. Okay, so here are the four colors mixed up. I ended up not using the Ultraviolet from Manic Panic because this was exactly the same color. The purple from Iroro was exactly the same color. Like, look at this. it is the same exact shade. So we're going to do the purple from Iroro, the pink, Virgin Pink from Manic Panic, the Iroro Yellow, and then the Sunset Orange here. Okay, so here's what the colors look like blended. I did do this swatch right here, which is the Manic Panic, the UV Violet, I believe. And that one, as you can see, it still showed up very close to the same color. In real life, it actually looks a little bit lighter than the purple from Iroro. But either way, I'm really happy with this 4-color combination, so I think I'm gonna stick with that. All right, so now that I have those colors mixed up, I'm just going to grab a hair dyeing shirt, get some gloves on, and get started. I also need to section my hair. Okay, so my plan is that I am going to have this top part, which will be ombre. And I don't want to do my entire head of hair ombre because I know that that is going to take forever. So yeah, let me go ahead and get changed and I will get started. Okay, so I've gotten both gloves on and I put a little table here that has my hair dyes. And yeah, I guess it's time to get started, guys. So I think I'm gonna do yellow and pink on this side and then orange and purple on this side. I'm just making sure to really work in that color. I want to make sure that it's 100% to my root and 100% saturated through my ends. So that's my first piece, guys. No turning back. Looks like I got a little bit of pink in this one, so I'm just gonna try to separate that out. It's a little bit still right there, but I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Oh, this yellow is beautiful. Yeah, I'm not sure why there's not more videos of the Iroro yellow. Maybe it's just being slept on, but I think this yellow looks so nice. And obviously you're not gonna see the full results right away. It's gonna take a little bit of time for this to fully develop. Right, and I'm now going to let this next section down, and this is the one that I wanted to do the ombre on. This is turning out to be quite difficult though, so hopefully it's not quite as hard as it seems, I guess. Looks like I might have brought this purple a little bit too far down, but that's okay. It's just gonna be an ombre anyway. Can work with it. Most important part is just making sure that this goes all the way on all of these roots. 100%. That's my goal here, these first few inches. Now this is already proving pretty difficult, so I would say if you're not used to dyeing your hair at home, maybe start with something a little bit more simple. For instance, maybe just do your hair totally like these vertical sections that I took. Maybe do something like that instead for your first few times until you get a little bit more comfortable. As you can see, it's really, really beneficial to have that mirror behind you because I totally would have missed a bunch of sections. But just look at how beautiful this is with the pink. Look at it. This pink to purple moment. I am loving it. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more pink towards the top of this purple. Just trying to blend it as much as I can. And like I said, I brought the purple a little bit farther down than I had originally planned. So if I can lift this pink up at all, then I'm definitely going to do that. And yeah, but that transition, it just looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And now for the sunset orange. Don't want to bring it too far down because I definitely want room for the yellow. So we're just gonna use that amount for right now. Let's see what that looks like once I have this blended. Well, I love it so far. Let's add this yellow. And in between each color, I'm just wiping my gloves so I can make sure that I get any of the previous color off before I move on to the next one, particularly with the yellow, just because it's so light. I just want to make sure that it's going to show up, and I don't want it to be too blended with any other color. Okay. All right. Now again, this purple was just like went way too far down for my liking. So now I'm really glad that I pulled out some of these pieces. Right now it looks like it's all going to be the same shade, but I assure you that is not going to be the case. So let's work on my ombre on this side. So what I ended up doing with this is I took vertical sections at the very bottom of my hair, and then the next section I did ombre, then I did vertical sections again, and at the very top of my head I also did the ombre, and then I did ombre for my bang area, and I felt like this ended up looking really good. I wanted to do all of these different types of sectioning so that way I could make sure that it looked really dimensional and it wasn't just you know, the 4 colors all the way down. So you'll see what it ended up looking like at the end, but I was really happy with it. After I completed dyeing all my hair, I put a plastic cap over my head and I left it on for about 3 hours, and then I rinsed it with all cold water. And the cold water is just to make sure that the colors don't blend into each other too much. Hey guys, welcome back. So this is a couple days later and this is the finished result. As you can see, there is not as much purple as I thought there would be, which is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. I do wish that the yellows and the oranges were just a little bit brighter. So maybe next time I'll use like a neon yellow or a neon orange rather than a true orange and yellow. Because although I like it, I mean, as you can see here, this was like supposed to be a yellow strand and it's pretty orange. And that may also just be due to some of the purple running down when I wash my hair. At this point, I've washed it once with a sulfite-free shampoo, just because I really just had so much staining here and on my scalp. So I just wanted to get rid of that. It was terrible. But the color was a little bit more vibrant on the very first day that I washed it. So I will post that clip here. But yeah, here's how it turned out. I think it's really, really beautiful. I'm happy with how the fade turned out with the ombre. I do think if I were to do it again, I'd do all ombre just because I think it was a little bit easier than doing these multiple sections. You guys saw, I just ended up getting purple everywhere. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier next time. But yeah, really, really, really happy with it. Hopefully you guys like it too. If I end up refreshing it or if I decide to take this color out and then go to a new exciting color, then I'll definitely post that here. So be sure to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching my video. Bye.